Okay, so folks, a pleasant good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, depending on where you're joining us from. This is Spoon TV. We are coming to you live from the Hope for Women International, a health center here in Paynesville, where uh, Liberians have been trooping in since this morning, following information about the sudden passing of the Nimba County Senator Prince Yelube Johnson. And so we're here this afternoon to bring you all of the updates from the Hope for Women Center. And we want to say welcome. Thanks for joining this very special broadcast. My name is Nelson Colette, and of course, Ernest Benda on the camera. We have been told that in the moment from now, the remains of the fallen Nimba County lawmaker will be picked up from here, from the Hope for Women um, International. We saw just a couple of minutes ago the convoy of the vice president um, touched this particular facility, and we've made some inquiries. And um, what we are getting is that the remains of the lawmaker is going to be picked up any moment from now. So thanks for joining us, and of course we're still here. We're going to bring you all of the updates. We're going to bring you up to speed with the happenings here at the Hope for Women International. While we were here prior to this live broadcast, we saw the the official vehicle of the lawmaker drove in with some family members who came here on the grounds at the health facility. They went in, and following their arrival from in there, what we gathered is that about 4 p.m. today, the remains of the lawmaker is going to be picked up from here and carried to another destination. We are getting two information. One is that the remains is going to be taken to the home of the lawmaker. Why? Another information is that the remains is going to be taken to the funeral home. Another information we've gathered since we got here is that um, the lawmaker, one of the reasons why there was a little bit of delay in getting the remains has been because the family members are trying to make sure that the traditional, since in fact the lawmaker is from a very traditional county, they're trying to get the involvement of the county traditional leaders. And once all of those people get here, obviously they're going to be removing the remains of the Nimba County senator. Immediately as we got here, we saw a few people standing across on different sides of this particular facility. Some of the family members kept coming in and going out, and it's been a very calm and a very sad atmosphere here at the health facility. So we're looking forward to seeing what happens. Since in fact, we've been informed by some reliable sources that the remains will be removed from here by 4 p.m. We're looking forward to seeing how that goes. Just a couple of minutes ago, we saw the the escort vehicle in the convoy of the vice president made its way here, and some of the security folks got here, take some view of the facility. They try to look around the environment and all of that. A few people went in, and then following that, the vehicle drove back. We're getting information that the vice president is going to be coming here as well as part of the team that's going to be, or maybe let me say, heading the team that's going to be carrying on the removal of the remains of the Nimba County lawmaker. He was a senior senator of Nimba County, as most of you are aware, one of those few lawmakers who was elected immediately following the civil unrest in the country. Since his election, he's been there at the House, at the level of the Liberian Senate, completed his two terms, his first two terms at the level of the Liberian Senate. 18 years he served. He was being elected again for another 9 years term, which would have made him one of the longest serving senators at the Liberian Senate. Uh, if he had completed his term, that means he would have gone for 27 years at the Liberian Senate. Following his elections, there have been series of calls, and there have been different reactions. Folks have had different views as to his role in everything that happened in the country over the years. He has gone back and forth with some of the lawmakers, some notable names like Senator DeLon and a few lawmakers who were pushing this issue about the war and economic crimes court. He was known in the Senate for being as one of those persons who was a very critical voice, especially following his involvement with the 2023 elections, supporting the rescue mission, one of those persons who was at the forefront and campaigning, canvassing for this administration in the trenches, in the different parts of the county, making sure that this administration came to power. Now, following the ascendancy, in no time, we saw him becoming very critical of this administration. And I remember one of the engagements he had at the level of the Liberian Senate with some of his colleagues was the issue of the altering of the budget and the position of the executive. Why is the executive not speaking? And he has been making some, having some very critical position with respect to the workings of this administration. Senator Johnson just over the weekend was in Nimba County, where there was a naming ceremony and some official programs there at the PYJ Polytechnic in Nimba County. He received some international guests who have been in the country. They had a very elaborate event in the county just over the weekend. And so Liberians woke up this morning, sadly, to the news of the passing of the lawmaker. A lot of people did not believe until it was confirmed by family sources after he was rushed here at the Hope for Women International. Then it got established that the lawmaker collapsed. Why in the bathroom this morning he collapsed, and information is that this place, the Hope for Women International, is that place where he will regularly do his medical, his checkup, even his family. They will come here to do, their regular medical checkup and all of that. So yes, immediately following the information, he was being rushed here. Upon bringing the lawmaker here, he was being pronounced dead, but health authorities here at the Hope for Women International. So this is the situation. We've been seeing family members trooping in, sympathizers, well-wishers, and all of those people have been coming in, messages of condolence. We saw the brother of the senator and other family members coming in here as well. We also saw a few high-profile officials of government coming in. Well, it's expected that once all is set for the remover, especially given that the vice president is expected to be here, then of course we're going to see family members and the rest of the other folks coming in here. So prior to now, we were told that the removal will be at 4 p.m. So we're still looking forward to seeing what happens between now and that time. It's already 2 minutes to 4 p.m. So at about 4 p.m., that's when it's expected that the removal and everything will be taking place. So we thought to bring you some updates here this afternoon, as we will be capturing the arrival of the vice president and other officials of government who will be coming here to form part of this removal of the remains of the fallen Nimba County lawmaker. So thanks for joining us. This is Spoon TV. Of course, we're still here. We are live on the grounds of at the medical facility here, the Hope for Women. And of course, we will keep posted here and bringing you all of the updates as there are family members and officials of government who are still making their way here at the health facility. Thanks for joining Spoon TV. Of course, we are here, and this is what the scene has been. since this morning. Um, okay, so the Striker Funeral Home, as you see, the folks are here. It is expected that the removal of the lawmaker, this is the official vehicle. As I told you, the folks indicated that by 4 p.m. they would have been here, and at exact 4 p.m. the vehicle is already here. The Samuel Striker Funeral Home vehicle expected to have the remover of the lawmaker, and so this is where we are, folks. Let's see if okay. So we're being told that at the moment we cannot go in there, but we're going to remain posted here, bring you some pictorials from in there as we give you all of the updates. So it's 4 p.m. now, and of course the Striker vehicle has already arrived here, and we are looking to see as to whether there are some other officials of government that will be here as well, as stated earlier. But in there, you have the Striker vehicle, Samuel Striker Funeral Home, and of course the vehicle is that which will be carrying on the official removal of the lawmaker. So Spoon TV, we are here coming to you live from the Hope of Women, that's Hope for Women International, where the remains of the lawmaker, the fallen lawmaker, Senator Prince Yedugbe Johnson, is. And as we speak to you, the removal is ongoing, and Liberians across the world can confirm. All right. So so at the moment, you see family members of the lawmakers, a few of them, and other officials making their way here. They are now opening the gate. What we see in there is that the remains have been taken into the vehicle from the mall here. The remain has been put into the vehicle, and they are expected to be departing this facility any moment from now. So Spoon TV, we're still here. Of course, we're going to keep giving you updates. Immediately following this, we are going to take you through up to the time when the removal will actually be taking place. Okay, so let's see if we can take a better position here. All right, so we are getting indications that the vice president, other officials will be here shortly. Spoon TV, thanks for joining us, folks. We are coming to you live from the Hope for Women Health Center here in Paynesville. So there comes the official vehicle of the vice president. The convoy is making its way now here at the Hope for Women. There you have it, the first vehicle making its way. And next, all right, so there you have it. And next, you're going to see the vehicle, the rest of the other vehicle in the vice president motorcade making its way. In there, you have the Samuel Striker Funeral Home vehicle that is going to officially, okay, so you see the vice president's convoy coming in. And of course, Spoon TV, I'm Nelson Colette. Thanks for joining us. We are still here live at the Hope for Women International. The vice president is making his way now. His official vehicle making its way. There comes the vice president of the Republic of Liberia, VP Jeremiah Kwankun, making his way here at the Hope for Women Health Facility. Spoon TV, folks, this is a day that Liberians across the world that has brought tears in the eyes of so many Liberians especially seeing one of the longest serving senators being pronounced dead. And of course, there's a huge security presence here at the Hope for Women. You have the vehicle, the convoy of the vice president, emergency lights splashing from every direction, every corner of this health facility, as the remains of the lawmakers is being officially picked up from the Hope for Women health facility here in Paynesville. This is Spoon TV. Thanks for joining us, folks. And of course, the vice president of the Republic of Liberia is on grounds now. This is no they say. Of course, you can see here from all indications that, okay, so there you have it. The vice president is about to disembark his vehicle, making his way here at the Hope for Women health facility in Paynesville. Folks, this is Spoon TV. I'm Nelson Colette. Thanks for joining us. So the vice president is here. And of course, our understanding is that some of the family members are going to be making their way here as well. The vice president, who is on grounds here today, happened to be a very good son, a confidant of the senator. He is that person whose hand the senator lifted so many years ago. So you have the vice president now making his way in there. And of course, you have other folks coming here as well. The Nimba County Senator Yan D. Twine has just arrived. Spoon TV. Of course, Senator Twine, along with other officials, making their way here at the Hope for Women health facility. This is Spoon TV, folks. Thanks for joining us. Family members, sympathizers of the fallen senator, one of the longest serving senators of the country from Nimba County. They're making their way here at this facility. Folks, we are...
We're not aligning.
We just want to capture the vice president and other officials.
You can do it from outside.
Okay, so you have other officials making their way here as well. Yes, family members and other officials making their way here. The atmosphere here is charged, folks. Of course, you have a huge presence of state security, sympathizers, well-wishers, family members, as Liberians from across the world are witnessing the passing, the removal of the Nimba County Senator. Here comes Councilor Cooper Kura, the Labor Minister, one-time Post and Telecommunications Minister of Nimba County, making his way here as well at the health facility. Councilor Cooper Kura there works in. Councilor Cooper Kura just made his way in. We're here at the health facility. Spoon TV, folks, thanks for joining us. Councilor Cooper Kura just arrived. Of course, you saw the arrival of the vice president.
My man, you. Hey, man.
Yeah, please go back. Okay, so this spoon. Okay. No, but no, listen. We've been told that the media can enter. You saw other media people entering there. We've been told that the media can enter. You saw other media in there. All right, so folks, let's okay. Okay, so the vice president's official vehicle here, and you have other officials of government here who have made their way at this facility, the Hope for Women. And Spoon TV, folks, thanks for joining us. We are now in here. This is okay. So you also see the that's the Mines and Energy Minister, Minister Waymond Pay, just made his way in there. And you still have Representative Nika Gay also here and other Nima County lawmakers making their way here. Um, Former lawmaker Garrison Yellow there in the yellow t-shirt. And of course, the senator was a strong voice in Nimba County. He's been the kingmaker in Nimba County. He's been that person who have demonstrated over the years that he have a voice in the county. Everyone whose hands the senator have lifted in the county have seen. Okay, so folks, we're gonna remain posted here and bringing you all of the updates. The atmosphere here is charged. Officials of government, great sons of Nimba County. This is the former lawmaker of Nimba County, Representative Garrison Yellow. We saw Representative Nika Gay making his way here at this facility as well. We saw the Nimba County Senator Yandi Twain. Folks cannot hold back their tears, folks. A lot of the folks here cannot hold back their tears because the falling of the lawmaker. Okay, the fallen lawmaker have been a trailblazer in the county. The people of Nimba County have seen the lawmaker as a hero, as a liberator, as that person who stood for them in a time when the country was divided on tribal lines, when the civil unrest stood up so strong across the country and every region was divided and everyone needed some sort of hero to make the case for them, to stand up for them. Based on that, he was one of those persons who stood up so tall. And due to that, most of the folks in Nimba County see the lawmaker as a liberator, as a hero, as that person who stood up so strong for them in the time of distress, during the time of the civil unrest. So based on that, he has been a strong voice in the county even after the civil unrest. He has been a very strong voice in Nimba County. He has been a kingmaker, not just locally, not just for the county, but even nationwide. The candidates whose hands the senators have lifted have always seen themselves emerge as winners in the county, and that has been undisputed. The record has been there, and of course, that's why Liberians are trooping in. The great sons of Nimba County are trooping in here following this sad news of the passing of the lawmaker. So the remains of the, okay, so some of the family members there just couldn't hold back as some of the folks are fainting, folks. It's a sad one here. It's a very emotional atmosphere. It's a very emotional atmosphere here as some of the folks, some of the family members who have come here cannot just imagine that they've lost a hero, a trailblazer, someone who they've looked up to over the years. Spoon TV, of course, we're here. Thanks for joining us. We're going to remain posted, bringing you all of the updates as we see the arrival of...
how you doing?
Yes.
So please, when the escort pick up, you can do your live video or whatsoever. While they're coming from here, please control the camera. We don't want pictures and videos, okay?
Okay, so folks, we've been told that the remains of we've been told that the remains of the lawmaker will be brought out any moment from now. This is the vehicle, the striker vehicle that you see on this end. That's gonna. So this is the remains of.
Let's get down there.
The law. This is the vehicle that's gonna be carrying the remains of the lawmaker. Family members, well-wishers, sympathizers are all making their way here. Of course, Spoon TV, thanks for joining us. Go and get the bag ready. We're gonna, yeah. So just get the bag ready. I'll pick up with you. So of course, Representative Samuel Koga cannot hold back, folks. Is my county one of those who have been more like a son to the senator, and of course, Representative Samuel Koga here alongside Representative Nika Gay. Folks, it's very emotional here, folks, and Liberians across the world cannot hold back. It's a very sad scene here. Spoon TV, of course, we are coming to you live. We are coming to you live. Okay, so folks, sorry for that break in. So, as you see, the men are crying, the women are crying, the young people are crying. Liberians cannot hold back. Even the vice president of the Republic of Liberia cannot hold back. The young people are crying. The older women are crying. This is a very emotional scene here on the grounds of the health facility where the lawmaker was pronounced dead. Senator Prince Johnson is no more. And that's something that Liberians who have trooped in here cannot just accept. Talking about the sudden passing of the lawmaker. This is a vehicle that's taking the lawmaker, the Samuel Striker. Let's keep going. Samuel Striker, and of course, wait. Just hold on a bit. Let me turn it around. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, folks, this is where we are. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. The vice president and other officials now making their way. Yeah, but we should have been there. Yeah. Okay, so folks, let's see if we can make some adjustment now. We are moving alongside the convoy, trying to taking you now to the Striker Funeral Home, where the lawmaker is his remains is going to be deposited. Spoon TV, I'm Nelson Colette. And has been that on camera. Thanks for joining us as we are making our way now to the Striker Funeral Home. But prior to now, we got conflicting information with respect to where the body will be deposited. There were some who said that the remains of the lawmaker will be taken to his residence for some traditional rituals, while others said that his remains would have been taken. Okay, hold on here. While others said that his remains would have been taken to the funeral home. So we are here. We are following through to bring you all of the updates. The street is crowded, folks. Liberians across the country just cannot hold back. Liberians are standing from every corners, witnessing this particular activity here today. Of course, we're going to bring you all of the updates. Spoon TV. Yes, of course, the Senator Prince Johnson, is being taken to the funeral parlor. Prior to now, Liberians woke up to the news of the passing of the lawmaker. Well, information is that he collapsed while taking a shower this morning, and he was being rushed to the Hope for Women International. And at that health facility, the lawmaker was being pronounced dead. Liberians cannot hold back. The young women, the men, and even the lawmakers, of course, are in tears. Earlier, you saw the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, VP Jeremiah Pankun, and you have other family members, relatives of the fallen lawmaker, who cannot also hold back. It's been a very emotional atmosphere here today in Liberia, a time when the House of Representatives have gone to lay to rest the superintendent of Grand Bassa County due to which they could not have the regular session today at the level of the majority bloc. And just within that time, Liberians woke up to the news of the passing of the lawmaker, Senator Prince Yelugbe Johnson, which then resulted to the Liberian Senate not conducting business today. It's a very emotional moment as Liberians across the world are very saddened by this information, talking about the passing of the Nima County lawmaker, the senator, the king's maker of Nima County, Senator Prince Yelugbe Johnson. Folks, Liberians are standing by across the different street corridors and watching this very sad event. Okay, so that's all. That's all. Okay, so all right, so we're looking forward to seeing what happens now. This is Spoon TV. We are going to bring you all of the happenings here live. We are going to bring you all of the happenings here live. Take your side, take your side, take your side. We are going to bring you all of the happenings here live. Of course, thanks for joining us. Of course, take the side, take the side, take the side. TV, of course, let's go, let's keep going, let's keep going, let's keep going. We're going to keep bringing you the happenings. We are now headed to the funeral home where the lawmakers remain will be deposited. We will keep bringing you updates here, folks, as this is a very sad moment. Liberians across the world are witnessing here today. The passing of the Nima County lawmaker came as a shock, as a surprise to thousands of Liberians this morning. And this is exactly where we are, folks. Thanks for joining Spoon TV. My name is Nelson Colette. We are going to remain posted, bringing you all of the updates right here. Take your time, take your time, take your time, take your time. Take the sidewalk, just take the sidewalk, let the police vehicle pass. Yeah? Let's slow down here, let the police vehicle pass. Slow down here, let the police vehicle pass. Okay. Let that vehicle be ahead of us. Okay. So we keep moving. We should stop 540 and get the car. Huh? So folks, we're still here bringing you the updates live, Spoon TV. Thanks for joining us. We're going to remain with the convoy and bringing you all of the updates. Bringing you all of the updates here as the senator is being laid to rest. We're somewhere around the ministerial complex in Congotown now. The Shrike Funeral Home is in Simcoe, and so at the moment we're still making our way. Still have a little bit to go. Liberians are trooping in from the Hope for Women International to the home, the resident of the senator, And now to the funeral home. Everyone is making their way. To the funeral home. Spoon TV, we are here coming to you live. And we're going to remain posted, bringing you the updates as we're going to remain posted here, bringing you the updates as we take you to the funeral home where the remains of the lawmaker will be deposited. The Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, Senator Jeremiah Poon, is VP Poon, rather, not Senator anymore. The Vice President of the country, Jeremiah Poon, is leading this convoy. And folks, we are headed to the Samuel Stryker Funeral Home in St. Paul. And that's where the lawmaker will be laid to rest. You can keep following Spoon TV. This is a shocking moment for a lot of people. So many of the folks we heard speaking at the residence of the lawmaker said this is a news that they did not expect to get at this time. I overheard some of the folks saying, why you couldn't wait until 2029? Why did you have to leave so early? At least 2029 would have been better. Those were the words of some of the folks who arrived at the health facility while we were there providing the updates. Liberians are in tears. The lawmakers are in tears. Representative Samuel Koga, the leader of the majority bloc at the House of Representatives, was seen in tears. They all could not just hold back, seeing that the lawmaker, their hero, that person who they all look up to as a kingsmaker in the county, is now no more. Spoon TV, we also captured Representative Nika Gay and other lawmakers. The former lawmaker Garrison Yelu was also on the scene, and all of those people could not hold back. There were a few individuals who fainted as a result of the atmosphere, a very sad one here today in Monrovia. Local media is carrying this. The international wires are all carrying it. The sudden passing of the lawmaker, one of the longest serving senators at the level of the Liberian Senate, one time chaired on security, the Senate's Committee on Security and Defense. Of course, he has been known to be a very controversial figure in the political landscape of the country. Senator Prince Edward Johnson, others hail him as a hero, as a liberator, talking about the folks of Nimba County, especially giving his role during the civil unrest when Liberia was divided on tribal line, and all of the different tribal regions needed people to stand up for them. Senator Prince Edward Johnson is thought to be that person who stood up for the people of Nimba County, and so they regard him as a hero, as that person who they all have looked up to for so many years, even after the war. He has stood up to be that voice, that kingsmaker in Nimba County and beyond, who have always lifted the hands of ordinary men who turned out to be kings and queens in the county, folks. Senator Prince Johnson, on other accounts, is being regarded or referred to as an active player of the civil unrest. Some of the people see him as someone who perpetrated heinous crimes during the civil unrest in the country. And so that other segment of Liberians see him as someone who did not have a good history in the country. He has come on attack. He has come on attack while serving at the level of the Liberian Senate on the issue of the War and Economic Crimes Court. He has fought even some of his colleagues at the level of the Liberian Senate whenever the issue of war and economic crimes court is being brought up, he has always thought that the issue of war and economic crimes court has been used to target him as a lawmaker. At some point, he was on record for telling Senator Abraham Darius DeLone that he would turn his table around because he's being targeted with the issue of war and economic crimes court. Folks, this is the reality today. Senator Prince Yellowbreak Johnson is no more. And the street is crowded. The motorcyclists are trooping in. Liberians from all walks of life, the men, the women, the elderly, the young people, government officials, ordinary Liberians are trooping in, especially after getting the news of the sudden passing of the lawmaker. We are right now at Bamuman Junction, not too far from the Samuel Stryker Funeral Home, where the lawmaker is said to be laid to rest. So once we get up there, just slow down, then I get down, then you find somewhere to park. You can park your car to Okusi, to the barber shop. So folks, the street has been blocked. The lawmaker is going to be laid at the Samuel Stryker Funeral Home. You have the motorcade, the vice presidential motorcade, back to back to Okusi and Tango. You have the vice presidential motorcade is already here. Thanks for joining us, Spoon TV. I'm Nelson Colette. Ernest Bernard on camera. We are already at the Samuel Stryker Funeral Home. And of course, this is where we are. We're going to bring you some of the shots from in there. Let's hope we can bring you some of the shots from in there. Officials are now disembarking their vehicles. Spoon TV, thanks for joining us, folks, as we bring you all of the happenings here. The entire road is being blocked. The Vice President of the Republic of Liberia is here. Other officials of government have made their way here as well. And of course, this is what it is. This is just the reality here. Now at the Samuel Stryker Funeral Home, I see you represent Samuel Koga, the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, have already made his way in there. And you have other officials of government trooping in here at the Samuel Stryker Funeral Parlor. Spoon TV, thanks for joining us. And of course, we're going to remain posted here. Earlier, I saw the arrival of the Labor Minister, Councillor Kopo Kura. Okay, there comes Councillor Kopo Kura. These are all sons of Nima County, people who look up to the fallen senator as a hero, a kingsmaker, a father, and a political mentor. And of course, as you see, the men, the women are all making their way. Liberians cannot hold back. It's a very emotional atmosphere here. This is where we are, folks. Spoon TV, we're going to remain posted here, bringing you all of the updates. Family members, friends, well-wishers, sympathizers cannot stop trooping in. This is a very emotional scene here, folks. There comes the one of the stalwart of the Senators Party, and of course, it's a very emotional scene here. And Liberians are still trooping in. Spoon TV, we're going to remain posted, bringing you all of the updates here, folks. Thanks for joining us. The Samuel Stryker Funeral Home is crowded. A statesman has fallen. A kingsmaker has fallen. One of the active players in the political landscape of Liberia has fallen. And this is a very emotional scene here. This is a very emotional scene here on the grounds of the Samuel Stryker Funeral Parlor. Spoon TV. We're going to remain posted here, bringing you all of the updates. We're going to remain posted here, bringing you all of the updates. Bringing you all of the updates here. at the Samuel Striker Funeral Home. It's a very emotional scene. You have been more like a son to Senator Johnson. I want you to describe the scene. Tell us how hard this news about the passing of the lawmaker had hit you. Yeah.
It's like you rightly said, it's an emotional day for me. I'm like a son, not even like I'm a son to Senator Johnson. With all the days, the time together. Without arguments, Senator Johnson is the greatest son of Nima. He's one of the greatest sons that ever lived. Manaman say, Galayo. Human say, Gaia. Meaning death is extremely painful. Today, Senator Johnson, the matter of fact, he died a little over 6-7 hours ago by 6 to 7. And we could not believe it. We said the body should be placed at the mortuary, the medium mortuary at the Hope for Women.
Okay.
And we thought the old man would come back alive. But Senator Johnson is no more. He is the greatest son of Nima. He has fallen. Liberia is bereaved. The people of Nima are bereaved. Death is this wicked intruder that comes. And when it comes, nobody can resist it. Today, Senator Johnson, we have come to talk to the people of Nima, people that are in the diaspora, people that are in the village, people that are following the broadcast. If we ever disagree before, that's Senator Johnson, the late, the matter of fact, we call him Zodua, meaning someone we depend on. Senator Johnson is no more. Let this death unite us as Nibarian. If we ever fought before in Nima, whether it's politics, whatever it is, whatever we fought before, let the death bring us together. Let's create that bond.
What were your last moments with the senator, giving your proximity with him? What was that last moment, those last interactions you had with him that you want to share with us at the moment?
The last movement with Senator Johnson, it was via phone when he called me on Friday. And I was supposed to be in Ganta for the program. As a matter of fact, there was a renaming of a university, a ceremony in Ganta in honor of the president of Togo. So the vice president even going, he saw the photo, he's trending on the media. So he called me, he said, Kelvin, you'll be here? I said, yeah, I'm coming with the vice president. Unfortunately, that was a live movement. It was just via phone. No one knows when he or she will die. Senator Johnson is no more. Nobody anticipated this.
As you refer to the senator as the dependable, now who is going to be the next dependable of Nima County?
Now, we cannot tell you. In Nima politics, Nima leaders has always emerged. And nobody can force themselves into the throne when it comes to the leadership. Senator Johnson is no more, and that platform, that leader will emerge.
You think a gap has been created? You think a gap has been created?
This is an emotional time for us. We don't want to politicize.
Yeah.
This scene, it just stay fresh. We don't want to politicize the death of the senator. What I can say is no one knows when he or she will die. Wow. Today is Senator Johnson. Senator Johnson is the greatest son of Nima who ever lived. We can take that argument anywhere. Whatever he did, nobody have undone it.
What is the message for Nima right across Liberia?
What I can tell the people of Nima, people under my verse in the diaspora, in Monrovia, in Nima, that this death gave us a special bond. Let reunite. Let this death be the bridge. Let re-examine ourselves. Let's talk together. Let's re-examine ourselves. If we ever disagree before, let's agree on this one. And let the old man go home in peace.
Thank you very much for talking to us. Spoon TV, of course, we stay here. Of course, folks, we're coming to you live from the Samuel Striker Funeral Home here in Sinko. And of course, you see, Okay, so of course you see there is still a huge presence of security here. We are going to move on and keep speaking with some of the sons of Nimba, some of the state actors who have come here as well to form part of, to witness the removal of the lawmaker. The vice president is in there. The labor minister, Councilor Cooper Kura, is in there. You have Representative Samuel Koga is in there. Nika Gay and other lawmakers of Nimba County are in there. Folks, immediately upon the pronouncement of the senator, following this news, the sudden passing of the senator, Liberians have been trooping in. Sons and daughters of Nimba have been coming in here from different locations, and of course this is something that Liberians, especially those from Nimba County, would just wish will be a news, let's say a dream. You know, a lot of people will wish that this is just a dream, it's not a reality, talking about the passing of the lawmaker. We're still going to speak to some of the folks. In there, you have officials of government already. And of course, we're going to remain posted here, bringing you updates from the Samuel Striker funeral home. Spoon TV, thanks for joining us. And of course, we are going to remain posted here, bringing you all of the updates. Bringing you all of the updates from the Samuel Striker funeral home. We're going to speak to some of the officials of government here as well. We're going to speak to some of those coming here. We just spoke to Kelvin, and as you heard him, this is a shock. This is something that came as a surprise, and a lot of them did not expect that this would be something they will be talking about at the moment. All right, so thanks for joining us, folks. We are going to remain posted, bringing you the updates from right here, from the Samuel Striker funeral home, where the lawmakers remain is being deposited. And there's a huge presence of the security out here. You have other officials of government coming in. Here comes the managing director of the Free Port of Monrovia, Honorable Sekou Ducle. Spoon TV, we're going to remain posted. Honorable Sekou Ducle just walked in. You have other officials of government still making their way here at this particular facility. Liberians are shocked just by the news of the passing of the lawmaker. This is something that comes as a surprise to many. Others wishing that this is a dream, that this isn't a reality. But sadly, folks, Liberians will have to live with the reality that the lawmaker is no more. And of course, a huge security presence here. A huge security presence here as officials of government continue to arrive. Lawmakers of Nimba County arriving. Representative Nika Gay on the other end. Representative Samuel Koga making his way there. And other lawmakers trooping in here. We're going to speak to a few of those lawmakers. We're going to speak to a few of those officials of the county that are trooping in here as well. We're going to get their views, but just coming out here a little. Just coming out here a little, folks. You see, the atmosphere here is charged. There's a huge security presence as all corners of the road is crowded. You see across the road there, Liberians have trooped in from all walks of life. Some of those who are just getting the information, getting to hear about the passing of the lawmaker for the first time, have been trooping in. And this is exactly what the atmosphere is here, is like here. We have officials of government still making their way. The vice president is in there. You have Liberians trooping in from this angle as well. You have a huge presence of the Liberia National Police trying to control the traffic congestion in this particular part of the area. And this is just what the reality is here. Liberians are trooping in. Some of those people cannot just hold back. Just waking up to the reality about the passing of the lawmaker is something that comes as a shock to so many people. Because as we stated earlier, the lawmaker has been a trailblazer. He has been a kingmaker in Nima County. In the just ended election, he threw his weight behind the Unity Party. And based on his role in the election, we saw Nima County pulling out a huge number of votes than any other county aside from Monrovia for the ruling establishment now, the Unity Party, which then saw the Unity Party emerging as winner in the just ended election. But his political history goes as far back as 2005, 2011, given the different sides he supported. And for every time he takes a side in a political process, that side has always emerged as a winner. And of course, this has been the reality here. Liberians are still surprised. Liberians are still surprised. Sons and daughters of Nima County are still trooping in. Liberians across the country have trooped in from different locations, from different areas, upon hearing the information of the passing of the lawmaker. And of course, there's a huge presence of the Liberian National Police here as well, trying to control the flow of traffic, since in fact this is just close to one of the major intersections we have in the country. This is where we are, folks. Spoon TV, we're going to remain posted here, bringing you all of the updates as we follow up with all of the happenings here. The arrangements and everything is being made in there. The Vice President of the Republic of Liberia is in there. You have officials of the county, lawmakers from Nima County, sons and daughters of the county. You have family members of the fallen senator, his political sons and people who he groomed in the Liberian politics. They are all in there, as this is a very emotional atmosphere. Earlier on, you saw some of the folks fainting, and some of the people could not just hold back, waking up to the reality about the passing of the lawmaker. This is one moment that Liberians, especially most of the folks from Nima County, didn't wish for, and where they were all not just prepared for. Earlier, we overheard some of the folks at the hospital saying, "Why now, Senator? Why this couldn't be at least after 2029? This is the reality here. I see some of the folks are trying to make their way out. Some of the folks are now coming out. But from what we see here is that the officials are still in there. Spoon TV, we are here. Of course, we're going to remain here posted, bringing you all of the updates. Bringing you all of the updates here at the Samuel Striker Funeral Parlor here in Cinco. Thanks for joining us. Spoon TV, of course, we're going to remain posted here, bringing you all of the updates. Bringing you all of the updates from the Samuel Striker Funeral service here in Cinco. You have the Labor Minister in there and other officials of government. What we see now is that some of the folks are making their way out gradually. We are going to manage to speak to a few of the folks here. We are going to manage to speak to a few of the folks here. We're going to manage to speak to a few of the folks here. Making their way out now. And it's a very emotional scene here, folks. Nima County lawmakers, sons and daughters of Nima County. Liberia is bereaved. And of course, this is a very emotional scene here. You see Senator Edwin Melvin Snow, the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia. VP Coon is here as well. And other officials of Government, the managing director of the Free Port of Monrovia, Sekou Duple, is here. And you have other officials of government who have all made their way here on the grounds of Samuel Stryker funeral parlor. Spoon TV, we are going to remain posted. Senator Cole and other officials of government making their way here. Senator Edwin Melvin Snow. Okay, so the Vice President. Hey. No, you can't put it on him. No.
What does it mean to you?
You can't put that on him. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time.
Senator, what does it mean to you personally?
Personally, you know, kind of don't myself have personal relationship. I'm one of those that supported all through my political life. And so we had that bond. For the people of Liberia, the victory has fallen. The country is sad now as we speak. For this country, the longest serving senator in the Liberian legislature, specifically in the Senate chamber, is falling. He died, according to the doctor, at 7:50 this morning. When he arrived at the hospital, he was already dead. And so we thought that we could keep the body for at least 7 to 8 hours. Because sometimes people normally go in coma. But it's been almost 8 hours. Over 2 doctors have proven he's dead. And so his wife, Mrs. Johnson, has asked us to deposit the body here at Stryker Funeral. And so we just deposited the body.
How hard does this hit you, sir?
How do you intend to restore unity in Nima County, given the kind of voice that doesn't have in Nima when it comes to uniting the people?
So the Nima people are unified. The Nima people are together. The Nima people will always be together. Yes, we will have some disagreements among ourselves, but Nima is always together.
What are those
Mr. Vice President, giving your proximity, and Nelson Colette from Spoon, giving your proximity with the fallen senator, how hard have this hit you?
This is very hard. It hit me very hard. This morning, I spoke to the senator last night. We both spoke. When he got in town from Nima, he called me and we spoke. This morning, the president asked me to proxy on his behalf at the Maritime Institute, the graduate school. And so I was preparing this morning, getting dressed to go for that program, when I got a call through my wife's phone. There was an emergency. And when I picked up the phone, they said to me, Senator Johnson was dead. And before I got to the hospital, the doctor said he was dead. So that is it.
What was the last physical interaction with him that you'd like to share with us? Your
last physical interaction with him was on Monday when he named the auditorium at university in honor of the former president of Togo, Yasekbe Itima. I was at that program and we were together. Thank you, God bless you.
Well, for Spoon TV, of course, you just listened to the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, Honorable Jeremiah Kwan, Vice President of the Republic of Liberia. So the Vice President will be exiting the facility here now. The Vice President will be exiting. Vice President. So, the Vice President, Senator Zoe Emmanuel Peno, Senator Edwin Melvin Snow, and other officials of government also leaving now. The body of the lawmaker has been deposited. Are we going with it? The body of the lawmaker has been deposited. Yeah, go get the body. Let's just get it. You see, Senator, that's the Minister Cooper Crab, and the Minister of Mines and Energy. There's a way Monte is here as well, and other officials, sons and daughters of the county, all here. Mr. P. Mr. P, welcome to Spoon TV, sir.
Thank you.
I mean, how hard did this?
An exchange within the last 48 hours, it will hit you very, very hard. So obviously, nobody anticipated it, even though death will come when it's necessary, but it's shocking.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a shocking piece of news, yes.
Wow. What's your message of condolence maybe you have for the people of Nimba, the country at large?
But I'm also related to the family, so I mean, it's a sad thing for all of us. For the country, it's a loss. You know, he was senator, and the only one who, in an unprecedented manner, was being elected 3 times. So it's a loss for the country. Yes.
Thank you for talking to Spoon TV.
Yeah.
So, well, folks, we are still here. We're gonna try to get across now and see how best we can make our way, following the motorcade. Following the motorcade, try to see how best we can make our way. Okay, make our way across. But we're still here, of course. Spoon TV. We are coming to you live. No, remain there. Let me come there. Okay. Okay. So we are now. Oh, sorry. Hold on a bit. Wait, one second. Don't throw me down, my man. Okay, so I think yeah, we can go now. So we want to follow that motorcade. So let's see if we can follow the motorcade here to be sure that we want to follow the movement of the convoy. At some point, folks, we will try to get the views of Liberians. We'll try to get to know what Liberians think, what the thoughts of Liberians are with respect to the happenings here. We're going to bring you all of these updates. Spoon TV, thanks for joining us. Of course, we're going back. Following the convoy, we want to make our way back to the home of the lawmaker. That's something we're trying to do now. To see if we can make our way back to the home of the lawmaker. You're listening to the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia. He said his last interaction with Senator Johnson was on Monday, when the lawmaker had the program that had to do with the renaming of his university in Liberia. That's what a lot of people have said to us. I want to say thanks to all of you who have been following this broadcast closely. Thanks to everyone for watching Spoon TV. And of course, we will remain posted, bringing you the updates every single step along the way as we are making our way back to the residence. For some reason, we were left back a little. updates, trying to bring you updates with respect to this particular happening. We're going to try to, at some point, bring you the views of Nigerians across the country, what to make of the situation. At the moment, we're going to see if we can make our way by. Senator Johnson has been known for his critical stance at the level of the legislature. He has gone down as one of those lawmakers who was elected 3 times uninterrupted at the legislature. The longest serving senator, the longest serving lawmaker of Nema County is no more. We are navigating our way through the traffic now. As you see, there's a huge traffic from this end leading towards the ministerial complex, and sometimes even beyond. This is what the situation is here. Talking about the traffic congestion, and we are making our way down to the residence of the lawmaker or the 14th lawmaker. There's a very huge traffic here. As you see, the streets of Monrovia, the traffic has been blocked from all corners, which has made movement very difficult. Hoping that the vice presidential motorcade didn't get stuck as well. With such a long traffic situation, all 3 lanes open have been partly blocked. And it's a difficult situation here. Navigating through, making our way to see if we can catch up with the rest of the folks there ahead of us. I'll keep watching Smooth TV as we bring you the updates, the happenings here, every single step along the way. We are now around the ministerial complex here in Congotown, and there is still a huge traffic congestion here. We are just hoping that we can make our way through the safest way possible. Liberia National Police from every angle, from all ends, trying to manage the traffic situation, manage traffic congestion. As you see, the huge traffic, and the Liberia National Police is managing to put the situation under control. This is always the case at about this time, and this is where we are, folks. Thanks for joining us on School TV as we are here trying to bring you the updates every step along the way. So we are now at the ministerial complex in Congotown, still trying to see if we can catch up with the rest of the folks. at the residence of the lawmaker. So folks, we are making our way now at the home of the lawmaker's resident. Sorry, at the resident of the lawmaker. So, Town back road, trying to see if we can be there as soon as possible. Bring or capture a few scenes from there, and then we'll be ending this podcast. But what we can confirm to you now is that given all we reported, is that the lawmakers' remains have been deposited at the Samuel Striker funeral. That's where the lawmakers' remains have been deposited by the president of the Republic of Liberia. Take your time. Take your time. The Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, Vice President Jeremiah briefly spoke to the media. He said it's a big loss. The passing of the lawmaker is a shock to many, including him. He also spoke of his last interaction with the lawmaker, which he said was just a couple of days. So we're going to be on this broadcast, taking you to the home of the fallen lawmaker, bringing you a few things from there. If possible, speak to a few of the family members, sympathizers, well-wishers there. And after which, we're going to be ending this broadcast. Thanks for joining us, folks. This is a sad day for many Liberians. The country Liberia is bereaved. A very influential lawmaker has fallen. It is a historic day given the pivotal role this lawmaker played in the political process in my country. And today, it comes as a surprise to many, just waking up to the reality that the lawmaker is no more. So we're making our way now on the Town back road. That's where we are. Still trying to get there at the lawmaker's residence. At the back of the Ministry of Health, National Public Health Institute, going down the Boulevard Junction is where we are now. Currently at the Boulevard Junction, a major intersection here in Monrovia, and we're going towards the ELWA Junction. That's where we're headed at the moment. As we keep posted here, bringing you live scenes from across Monrovia, and of course making our way to the residence of the fallen lawmaker, Senator Paynesville Johnson. A lot of people see this not just as a big loss for his family, or a very huge loss for the people of Liberia. He joined the Army at the age of 23 to 24, serve this country. There's a good and bad side of, everything with respect to his history. The people of Nima County see him as a liberator, while others see him in a very different light. And it depends on where one sits. Some say he's a warlord, while others say he's been a hero. And Senator Prince Johnson today is no more. Spoon TV and Nelson Goulet, Ernest Bernard here as well. And we are now taking you to the residence of the lawmaker, trying to establish what the scenes are there, what's going on there, what Liberians are saying there on this historic day. This day is going to go down in history as the day when Senator Prince Johnson, one of the longest serving lawmakers in the country, was pronounced dead. At Liberia Junction, the Liberia Revenue is there. And of course, the famous roundabout. This is where we are now. We're not too far from the residence of the lawmaker. And we're still making our way there. And then once we get there, we're definitely going to bring you the scenes from there. The famous roundabout at the LWA Junction. You just saw there. As we are still making our way, following the removal of the lawmaker from the Hope for Women International Health Center toward the Samuel Stryker funeral service. We're still making our way now to bring you scenes from the residence of the lawmaker. Spoon TV and Nelson Goulet, thanks for joining us. So we are now making our way to the residence of the lawmaker at the LBS community here. This is where we are now. We've left the main Tottenham Boulevard, and we are now making our way to the residence of the lawmaker. It is in the same location that he also has his church, the Christ Chapel of Faith, somewhere within this vicinity as well. So we're trying to see if we can get there, bring you a few scenes from there before ending this broadcast. Okay, so we are still here. It's a kind of narrow road. We're still trying to make our way through. Let me okay, so we're still making our way. Okay, so this is the Christ Chapel of Faith. We're going to slow down a little. This is the church of Senator Prince Johnson, but we're trying to, okay, so this is a resident of the church, sorry, where you have the senator regular message coming from. So we're still moving in to see if we can get the. This is the resident. That's the church of the lawmaker, Senator Prince Elizabeth Johnson. The school here, but you have the PYJ Educational Foundation there. But also here is where you have the Christ Chapel of Faith, the church, where the senator's regular preaching comes from every Sunday. Folks, at this point, we want to end the broadcast because we've been informed that the senator's residence is in another community, which we may get to, and once we get there, we will bring you more updates from there. I want to say thanks to everyone for following us, Spoon TV. I'm Nelson Colette. Thanks to Ernest Bena, who have been behind on the camera as well, making sure that we bring you this broadcast. They will come your way again. Have a good day, and bye-bye.